Alright, what's up guys? Hunter here, on the hunt, of course. What else would I be doing? Like, what? It's 10:05. I got an earlier start than the other videos, recording this one. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh, we're in the library, remember. I forgot where we were. Alright, let me scroll back a little bit. Oh yeah. Okay. So the librarian was supposed to pick a book out for us, and she's super weird. I don't like her. How is it any responsibility and all? I don't get it. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But, so there are a lot of books here in Braille. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamko's library is either in Braille or audio. That's a lot. That's a lot of books. Bro, my eyes are boop boop. Like, wow. Something's like, I don't know, something's off. Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come the library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. That sucks. It's so troublesome, and they waste so much. I wish I could quit this job. I thought she liked books, bro. What happened? One second, let me, move that. Alright. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles, then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko and I will have those books, if it's alright with you. Alright, time's passing. We're like 15 minutes, maybe a couple hours into the future. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books, in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if the book looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arm, else I'd never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. As if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck with us in there, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has a odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting in one of the beanbags. Oh, it's a girl without an eye. The long, dark-haired girl. It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who stuck out of the classroom earlier. I hope you guys yawned. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. But she's not. She's just playing the game. I know the game. I'm sure some of you guys know the game too. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent, than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards a mysterious long-haired girl. Guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her, what was that, fringe? Fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I see a part of her face, at least a third, if not a half. It's pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the books in her hand before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. Um, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly does not look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little, right? Okay. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Second. Life of Pi, never heard of it. I've heard of it. It's a movie now. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. I know, we're in the same class. Her speech is stilted, holy shit. Stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible even in this still library. Can I use my mouse keys for this? Can't. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Huh. Hanko. I'm Hanko. I resist the urge. I know someone's gonna roast me. It's probably gonna be Sean or Samantha in the comment section. Hit me with it. I resist the urge to say that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing I could think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Sorry, I could hear my dad. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the book I picked up, and she bruises her face, or buries her face in it's already bruised. Can't bruise it some more. You know what I mean? Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in the life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. Holy shit. She stands up forcibly from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I've got to go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako by myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice the girl run past? Holy, this is intense. Maybe. What'd she look like? Long dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I had better try and find her. Sure. I'll just go haul on these until you come back. I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I was just looking for some books and she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. This place is kind of weird in its own way. It's hot. Let me unzip this a little bit. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yoko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something too, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. Makes me smile and she blushes heavily. What? Did I do something stupid? No. It sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. True. Neither of us anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing soon, but I have to do it. I hope it's not too much of an inconvenience. Oh yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that tattoo, honestly, at least when I think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill the time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else and just checks my book. She is so freaking awkward, bro. Hope I'm not like that in real life. I really am, though. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. Oh god, no. Sudden sound from behind me startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying for the key. I managed to go. Yep, there we go, with Mr. Weirdo. I turn on to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. Just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy? Are you the new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday? I don't think so. I remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What's today's... What did he say? What day is it today? Try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, or you're telling the truth, or I just can't remember it and you're a spy. A psychic spy. His eyes start around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to maniac in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? Kenji points a finger in my face damningly. Unlike you... Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies. If you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you're solely mistaken. I don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim, maybe at a distance, but who do you think? You're kidding. I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. This guy is my favorite character in this game so far. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage, even if it... Oh wait, I see it now. Damn, it's really you. We just went through this whole confrontation just for you to come to the realization that I am me. That was awesome. Sighing again, and then I would actually beat the shit out of this guy if he threw hands, bro. See this knife? I would just go stabbing the shit out of him. Sighing again, then once again, for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good. I think is something wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or just because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had contact. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all that, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in. No, it's not. It's your reality that you live in, you sick fuck. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as exactly. That's what I'm getting at. You see, this is how it is. This is how it is. This world. There is no justice. You see, even when I lose, I win because I don't lose the lesson. What does that mean? It doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? It's nothing. I just got some girl scared of me literally too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault. Really, I think I'm not really used to all this yet. Girl, a cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face, I'll give her the benefit of it. Yeah, cute, I guess. I knew it. There are lots of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the darkest secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? You didn't listen, bro. There are a lot of baddies, though, bro. Like, if you think about it, a lot of baddies. I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets, yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark secrets, like a black hole. Have you noticed the number of girls in this school? It's slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys. It's like 60 to 40. He turns his head to the left and stares off in the distance at nothing. Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but it's a full 20%. One would think that school would, with such a huge pool of women, would be a man's dream, but no. What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't think this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he does really care. His minds are blown. I believe that this school is a battleground. The site of feminist infiltration. I agree. They're all getting raped. They're about to call the phones, bro. They're about to be triggered. Like H3. No, but for real, chill out. This isn't Baka the test. Alright. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. And this, in case the Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. I hate him. He was my favorite character. Now I hate him. He just ruined it. There's another skirmish in the internal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not 60 to 40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up numbers in the past. The build-up of military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. Japan is the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated. Yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They're so cunning, as expected of women. He's so smart. Soon the day will come when Kenji's voice trails off ominously. This is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you, just like they killed me. You'll end up just like me. Oh hell no! I can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. So you're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, the feminist conspiracy. Stop it. I lost you way back there somewhere around feminist infiltration. It's hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. Puppets, you like puppets? Yeah, I'm 12. If you're 12, I'm 12. Alright. No puppets? You don't like puppets. Okay, graphs are still cool though, right? He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal. No, I knew he was never normal. Something on your mind, dude? Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. You mean that's you? I can't be because I'm the last man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men it would invalidate the whole last part. And, and, and that part is the most important. There can only be one. There can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where there could only be one, and in the end there was only one dude left because that was the point. Oh my goodness, he's making so much sense, everyone. I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Anyway, if you wait here, get my graphs off as a list of other dark and complex conspiracies. It's cool. Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal. I'm going to go to bed now. It's extremely late. Sounds like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later. See you, loser. He claps me on the back and then vanishes into a room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door but instead walked right like a ghost. I don't even know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into my bed. That's what I'm about to do, ladies and gentlemen, as it is time for this video to end. Thank you all for coming out. See what I did there? I'm so smooth. Holy shit. Subscribe if you like my content. Um, like if you want me to keep playing this game. Comment down below for any recommendations of another playthrough. I'm thinking about Minecraft. Let me know if you want something like that. And anything else. So yeah, thank you all for coming out to Katawa Shoujo episode 6. Much appreciated as always. And see you later.